And now, for today's episode.
So, welcome to another episode of Donkey Kong 64. We are in the final part. This is part 48, and there will be no more Donkey Kong 64 after this, and I will explain why shortly. So please read the disclaimer. You guys have seen this cutscene before. In come the Kongs. And in comes King K. Rool. If you guys caught last week's episode, you would have already seen this, but I managed to finally get my Nintendo 64 to play ball. I cleaned out the cartridge, and for some reason I managed to get my save game back, so I was happy with that. And I didn't actually skip the text. The game glitched and won't actually let me read what that says, but I'm guessing those are the judges. One of them is facing backwards. Weighing in at a solid 800 pounds, I give you the primate, Donkey Kong! And the crowd is booing him. And they're cheering for King K. Rool. Round 1! Off we go. First round. And King K. Rool is already pounding the ground. Donkey Kong is trying to avoid these shockwaves. Donkey Kong is not fazed by King K. Rool at all. Now, blast barrels have spawned in at the side of the ring. I wonder what we have to do here. No, Donkey Kong gets hurt. I'm wondering if there's a certain timing for this. Now, while he's distracted. Nice shot, Donkey Kong. King K. Rool gets stunned, but that doesn't stop him. 3 more cannons still on the side of the ring. I don't know what Donkey Kong was firing at, but he fired himself prematurely. We have to wait until King K. Rool is distracted. Nice shot from Donkey Kong. King K. Rool getting stunned, but recovering quickly. The shockwaves are no match for Donkey Kong, though. Ooh. Nice defend there from King K. Rool. I think he's finally learning his lesson. You'd think after getting hit the first time, though, he wouldn't drop his guard, would you? You know, they say, the first rule of boxing or any sort of fighting, don't drop your guard. But, not for King K. Rool. He's too arrogant. Ooh. The shockwave actually gets Donkey Kong, but he manages to not get hit by the big shockwave blast. Waiting for the right timing. Ooh, we had a chance then. Now it's just a waiting game. Now. Oh, not quite. Come on, Donkey Kong, you can do this. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Knockout! And the countdown begins. What are the Kremlings going to do? Ah, man. I gotta say, this match is rigged. Now making his way into the the champ of chimps. Diddy Kong! Nice. Second round. I wonder what Diddy Kong has to do. The crowd cheers for King K. Rool. Ooh, just barely missing the glove. Seems he's throwing out his glove at Diddy Kong. And a jet barrel has spawned in. Ooh, nice. Okay, what do we have to do here? Diddy Kong missing the jet barrel, though. This is costing him time. He's taken to the skies. And it looks like there's lights above here. Ah, there's a target above the lights. We have to shoot the target above the lights. But we still have to watch out for King K. Rool's glove because it's like a homing missile. Come on, Diddy Kong. We've wasted a lot of time already. Down comes the light. Hits King K. Rool in the head. Diddy Kong lands. I don't think he was supposed to land, though. King K. Rool now moves to the second spot. I think now we know what we need to do. Basically, we need to drop the lights on King K. Rool's head. Diddy Kong taking some damage from the punch glove. Ooh. Getting one target, though. He's making good time. Come on. Quick, before the glove gets you. Nice. Knocking down the second stage light. King K. Rool is stunned. Diddy Kong hovers in air. And if we wait, the targets should spawn. There they are. Nice. Diddy Kong firing wildly at the target. Can he make it? Nice. This is very tricky though. I will say it is extremely difficult to handle Diddy Kong. Down comes the third stage light. Confusing poor King K. Rool. Throws away the stage light and the final stage light. We've got 40 seconds left on the clock. Can Diddy Kong make it before the timer is up? Ooh, taking some damage from the punch glove, but getting the target just in the nick of time. We have 30 seconds left on the clock. Can Diddy Kong make it here? Time is ticking away. The heart is racing. The crowd has gone silent. Nice. And down comes the final light. And King K. Rool is down. In start comes the countdown. The Kremlings are asleep. And another Kremling knocks on the glass. And they ring the bell to save King K. Rool. This is such an unfair fight.
He boasts the longest reach currently in the world today. Introducing Lanky Kong!
And the crowd boos. Now, I will say, it took me a lot of tries to get back up to this. It is not easy, and I hope this will help you guys if you ever get to King K. Rool in Donkey Kong 64 to know exactly what you need to do. It's not easy. Not only do you not know his pattern, but I had no idea what those buttons did. They don't exactly explain the rounds to you. I didn't even see that it actually spawns a barrel in front of the number. And you have to pick up the barrel. See, look at the barrel. I walked away from it. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I had no idea. Basically, what you're supposed to do is hit one of the numbers, pick up the barrel. I'll show you. See the barrel? I didn't know how to get it, but you just press B. You just pick it up with B. But the timing and the placing of that is so finicky, and you have to still watch out for King K. Rool, because if he hits you, the banana goes onto the floor. Now you have to actually change the camera angle and find out where he's facing, otherwise he can actually get you. If you don't place the banana right, he can squash you. He'll just come charging straight at you, like this. And you have to place the banana carefully, because he will slip. You have to do this 4 times. And it's good to try and keep him away from you, otherwise running into him causes you damage. Now that I've figured that out though, see what I mean about timing and where he's moving? It's so hard to predict where he's going to be. You want to throw it about there. You're going to wait for him to walk away and move the camera and then play it when he's about roughly, well, not there, but a little bit further. But he does still slip over, thankfully. The hitbox is more forgiving. But you want to try and get him as centered to that banana as possible so that you don't end up... And the camera is definitely not helpful. 50 seconds left on the clock. Can Lanky make it here? I don't know, but... It's very nerve-wracking, I will admit that. And this is exactly what I mean. You have to watch out for him, otherwise he can get you. Now, I can't remember if this one actually hit him or not. Nope, that one actually did get him. So the hitbox of the banana is very forgiving. But the closer he is to you, the more chances that you can get hit. And if you lose all of your watermelons with one Kong, you literally have to start again. And as the timer goes faster and faster, he goes faster and faster. I couldn't find where the banana was. It was all the way over there. And this is what happens if you don't line up the banana right. He charges straight for you. And there's literally nothing you can do. You just have to sit there and watch him charge at you. This was tough. I didn't think I was going to make it. There was 15 seconds left on the clock. And he charged straight into me. That wasn't good. There wasn't anything I could do about that. That was just brutal. And the timer is over. The Kremlings let out a menacing laugh. And they start ringing the bell while mocking Lanky. You'll have
to do better than that, Lanky. Back in my day, I would have knocked that big old windbag out cold in the first round. Now get back in there, ring Lanky, and show him what you've made of. Dazzle K. Rool with a bit of the old cranky magic like this.
Oh god, I love the cutscenes though, they're hilarious. I love the cutscenes in this game, they are friggin' hilarious, I don't know why. But when you run out of time, it does actually give you a chance to start again. The downside to that though, is it doesn't replenish your health. So if you're down to like 2 slices out of all of your watermelon slices, you get nothing. You still have 2 slices left out of your whole entire 3 watermelons. That's what makes it tough. That's what makes it difficult. And if you die, you literally have to start all over again, which sucks. Where is he? See, look at where the banana is, and look at where I am. Nope. That's exactly what I mean. Timing and position is absolutely crucial. And I think I had a quarter of a watermelon at this stage. And we got knocked out. So I decided to skip all the other bits and resume back with Lanky. And in the top left-hand corner, you'll see all my attempts that I made. But I actually figured it out in this one, so I hope you enjoy. I don't know who actually brings them in, or whether it's a part of the actual ring. But, yeah, it's difficult. It really is difficult. Good, moving away. See, look at that. I'm pressing B to get the barrel, and it just wasn't picking it up at all. This game is so finicky with the controls, it's infuriating as well. So you like, and I threw it the wrong way. What was I doing zooming in? See, like, under pressure and when you're stressed out, you just can't think. Nice timing there. Low. Nice. And there's plenty of room for Lanky now to set up the next one. So if you're quick while he's stunned, you can go and press the button for the next one before he reaches you. Use that time to try and position yourself before he gets to you. That's if you can. I'd always recommend trying to move to a corner. Use your camera to try and find where he is. It's hard to tell where he's actually going to be. Like that. I had a hard time seeing where he was and the camera just wasn't playing ball. Now. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Nicely done, Lanky. You can hear K. Rool, he's just like... Ooh. Man, like, he sounds like a winded old windbag. Man, he doesn't stand a chance against the Kongs, but man, this boss fight is infuriating. So if you die, you have to start all the way from the beginning with Donkey Kong, work your way through Diddy Kong, then Lenky. Oh, nice. We got one left. One left. And we've still got a minute on the clock, so that's plenty of time in my eyes. You have to watch out for his pattern. Whoop. Nope, not good, not good, not good. I'm gonna try and see if I can work with that. And I actually, really, when it came to that one, I just guessed. I was really lucky when it came to that one. He just gives up. Look at this. Womp. I really hate the Kremlings. But this is how I feel when you look at this part. This is how I feel. I feel like just putting my face in my palms and just going, nah. The reason I kept this footage in was because of the cutscene. It's fucking hilarious. Tiny's just sitting there in the corner while poor K. Rool has this light removed from his head. This isn't going to end well. Well, at least he's got the light off his head now. But those poor Kremlings paid with their lives. You notice that the crowd's not cheering for him anymore? Hailing all the way from DK Isles, the girl with the twirl. Tiny Kong! 4. Nice. Round 4. We're getting there, aren't we? He lets out multiple shockwaves, just like he did with Donkey Kong. But Tiny has her ponytail twirl, so she's able to avoid them quite easily. I don't know why the crowd is still cheering for him. King K. Rool's a wimp. Nice. Tiny avoiding those shockwaves without any problems at all. It seems like King K. Rool has hurt his tush. He's got a sore bum. Poor baby. Tiny enters the hole in King K. Rool's shoe. Man, he's got gross toes. Look at all that poisonous gas. I'm surprised Tiny isn't suffocating in here. Now, I didn't actually know that you had to press B, your shoot button, to tickle his toes. Again, this game gives you no instructions. It doesn't tell you what you need to do at all. It's literally guesswork. I figured it out afterwards, though. I'm like jumping. I'm like, what do I do? What do I press? I figured out that you had to press B to shoot. That would have been nice to know. But Tiny shooting King K. Rool's toe. He trips over. I mean, he hurts himself. Watch out for the shockwave, Tiny. Another shockwave. Oh, okay, I didn't think we hit into King K. Rool, but apparently we did. King K. Rool writhing in agony, while Tiny transforms into her miniature self, entering King K. Rool's shoe cavity. He wriggles his toes. Honestly, this minigame is so easy. It's just watch where the toes wriggle and make sure that you stay out of the way. And each toe takes more damage each time. The thing I like about this, though, is that the timer actually stops while you're in this bit, which is kind of nice. And Tiny letting out a barrage of fire. I think she was anticipating that a little bit too early. I don't know what King K. Rool was doing. The thing is, if you actually watch it all the way from the beginning, the hole in his shoe was there from word go. It's funny. Why does one shoe have a hole in it anyway? Ouch. Poor Tiny running into King K. Rool, though. And King K. Rool is screaming out in pain. Like a big sook he is. Time for Tiny to tickle his toes. Down to 2 watermelons. It's funny, there's like a, you can even hear it. There's like a little rattle sound. Fire away, Tiny. Tickle his toes. I guess, you know, I could say that you could say they're tootsies, but they ain't no tootsies, man. Those are terrifying toes. The friggin' nails are like brown. He certainly needs a manicure. Oh dear. I'd hate to see his feet. I mean, if those are just his toes. Oh. Tiny getting hit by the toes. She needs to pay attention though. But never mind. Still hilarious. Each and every single time. Tiny avoiding the shockwave. Nice. He did 2 shockwaves in the same spot. Okay, I think he's getting tired. He's not moving around much. There's still 50 seconds left on the clock, and Tiny is up to the last part to tickle K. Rool's toes. Who would have thought in a boxing ring, tickling somebody's toes was a legitimate strategy? I certainly wouldn't have. Have you guys ever heard of that? Have you ever put somebody in a footlock and tickled their toes? Does that tickle your fancy? Whoops. Tiny getting squashed by the toe. I don't think we really were paying attention. As the progress goes though, you get less warning to move. But as long as you pay attention, this mini game is actually the most easiest of them all. It's actually easier than Donkey Kong's one, easier than Lanky's, easier than all of them. Tiny's segment really is the easiest of them all. Like, I don't understand why all of the segments other than Tiny's are so difficult in comparison. But never mind, I guess they got to make it. And King K. Rool falls down. He's fed up and he just gives up. I really hate the Kremlings. And they broke the bell. They broke it. Shit. Tipping the scales at a mighty 2,000 pounds. He's the hard-hitting Lanky Kong. No, Chunky Kong, sorry. I stuffed up the name. Oh, the Kremling now has to hold the bell. Uh-oh. We've pissed him off. King K. Rool goes running off the side of the ring. And he turns invisible? Oh, come on. What more abilities can he possibly have? I mean, I know he's big and fat, but... Oh, Chunky getting in the way. Chunky slams the switch. I love that the cutscene doesn't allow us to take any damage, though. Chunky turning invisible, which reveals a barrel. I'm guessing Chunky needs to jump into the barrel. King K. Rool charges up and goes flying at Chunky. Nope, not quite. King K. Rool uppercuts Chunky into the sky. And the crowd cheers as poor Chunky takes some damage. That looked painful. Well, so did that too. Come on, Chunky. Slamming the switch, activating the pad again. Come on, Chunky. Transforming again. King K. Rool charges up. Will Chunky time it right this time? Chunky punches King K. Rool back to his blue corner. King K. Rool gets up. He's okay. Boo. But when he, notice that the crowd wasn't cheering for him. It's like the crowd's gone quiet. Chunky slamming the switch again. King K. Rool charges up. Nope, not quite. King K. Rool uppercutting Chunky, sending him flying like a piece of paper. That's gotta hurt. Ouch. I didn't even see him coming. Chunky slamming the switch again. All a matter of time now. Come on, Chunky. Chunky goes into his tag barrel. King K. Rool rushes him, but Chunky punches him back to his corner. King K. Rool gets up after being stunned. He's no match for Chunky, but he seems to be managing somehow. I don't know how he's pulling this out of his ass, literally. Come on, Chunky. Hit the switch. What are you doing? We're down to 2 switches left. King K. Rool is now visible again. Chunky jumps into the tag barrel. King K. Rool charges, but he's invisible. He uppercuts Chunky into the sky. Turning invisible now, that's just rude. I wasn't anticipating that. Poor Chunky taking some damage. The timer's still ticking down. I don't know how he managed to get that though. Avoiding King K. Rool nicely. Walks to the tag barrel. Sorry, not the tag barrel. He misses though. Charging at Chunky. Chunky manages to time it nicely and punches King K. Rool back to his corner. No one's cheering for King K. Rool. The crowd is dead silent. Quick, use that to your advantage. Nice. Still taking damage from King K. Rool though. We've got 16 seconds on the clock. Still taking damage again from King K. Rool. We have 9 seconds left on the clock. Can Chunky do it here? We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And just as Chunky goes to punch, the Kremlings ring the bell. You guys know what that means, don't you? And with not much health left, I don't think we're going to go so well. The Kremlings ring the bell. Round 6. It honestly sucks. They make you start the round, but they don't replenish your health. Look at that. I've got 3/4 of a watermelon left. I don't think I'm going to stand a chance against him. At all. Not at this rate, anyway. And the timing, I still hadn't figured out the timing. Chunky jumps into the transformation barrel. King K. Rool charges at him. Nope. King K. Rool uppercuts Chunky like he's nothing. I gotta say though, the lights are back. And poor Chunky gets knocked out. We literally have to start again. So we're starting again from Donkey Kong. Oh dear. I hope you enjoy my second attempt, even though you guys are probably looking at the top left-hand corner of the screen and seeing how many times I tried. I lost count how many times I tried. I've spent multiple weekends trying to beat this guy. I give up. I can't beat him. I'm not spending any more time and any more weekends and any more recordings trying to beat this guy. So, I hope you enjoy, because I'll just let you watch the rest of this in silence. At this stage, I was down to a quarter of my lucky last watermelon, and instead of jumping into the barrel, I did a long jump. I just got fed up. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. This will be the final Donkey Kong 64 video. I hope you enjoyed. Magnus out.
Okay. Magnus Tsunami.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.